Okay.
Hi, how are you doing today?
I'm good.
Doing good?
Yeah.
How's your weekend been? How's life been?
It's been kind of hectic, kind of
Okay.
stressful. So this weekend, I felt like I had a lot of stuff to do. There was a lot on my plate, and I wanted to spend time with my family, but because of school and internship work, I really couldn't, and kind of missed that time with my family.
Understandable.
Yeah.
And so you're feeling stressed. Do you feel it in your body? It feels like you're a little bit closed off to me today.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I kind of do feel it in my body.
In your body.
I can, yeah. So like when I visualize like all the work that I have to do later, I'm just like, I don't want to have to do that. Yeah.
Right. Can I have you go ahead and just like shake it out?
Shake it
Like
out.
just, yeah. We'll just get into ourselves. No more anxiety. Feeling good. Okay. And you said you wanted to hang out with your family. Are you really close with your family?
Yeah, I'm actually pretty close with my family. Me and my mom are like best friends, so she's always kind of right there in the house, and I always like even just sitting with her doing homework is, it helps me.
Right. And you're not able to hang out with them as much because of that. You said the stress from homework and schoolwork and all that. Can you tell me about what's bothering you with all of that, or what's keeping you from them?
Really with schoolwork, I kind of want to be like this perfect student and kind of have all my work done perfectly, like no errors anywhere. And sometimes it gets very overwhelming. It takes up a lot of my time. And same thing with internship. I kind of like, I want to be hired there one day, so I feel this pressure to be like perfect.
Right.
And make no mistakes so that I do get hired there and I do become an employee for them. So I think that's kind of like what I'm struggling with is, yeah.
And so when you say perfect, can you describe to me what you being perfect would look like for your internship? What characteristics?
I would think like the perfect social worker in my mind would be somebody who's always kind and compassionate, how's the social work values like right there in their heart. Always, having the correct documentation, getting everything in on time, making sure to do, weekly contacts with clients, and also to support my coworkers around me, making sure they're all doing okay. So that's kind of like what the perfect situation would be like.
And why don't you feel like you fit into those roles? What would you change about yourself?
Well, right now I feel like I haven't gotten to that level yet. I think that because I haven't graduated from the master's program yet, I'm still like below perfection. And then even seeing myself graduate, I'll be like brand new into social work. And so I feel like that it'll take me a while to have that perfection, but I still want to like strive for it, if that makes sense.
Right, definitely. And what do you think there's something you can do that would put you towards that perfection, or do you feel like it's your field instructor that's holding you back? Or
no, my field instructor, she's pretty great. This year my field instructor from my undergrad internship was kind of very emotionally abusive, I guess I would say. So when I had those tough cases, sometimes I would go in the office and cry, like never in front of like clients or anything, but kind of take that time to myself to kind of debrief from those tough situations. And my supervisor would just be like, suck it up, it's social work, you're gonna have to get used to that. So it's kind of like, as a new student, I was just kind of like, what? Like, where's the support that I thought I was gonna get? And so it kind of made me feel like very inferior and not like I belonged there. Yeah.
And so if you could put it into a word, what would be the feeling you had towards her? Was it anger?
It was sadness.
Sadness?
Yeah, sadness more than anything.
And so can I have you pretend like she's right here, and what would you say to her right now as you're going through this? Like, what would you want to tell her?
I would say that, like it really upset my feelings. I try to be professional when I have those difficult client situations, and whenever you kind of belittle me like that, it feels like I'm not welcomed here at my internship placement, and that maybe I should consider kind of moving for my education. That would kind of be like where I
what you
went
would
with
say.
it. Yeah.
And what kept you from ever saying that to her?
I think just because I was in that position of an intern and, you know, still learning even how to talk with clients. Like, you're still learning how to talk with clients. So, like, I wouldn't dare talk to my supervisor like that. So it's kind of, I don't know, it's just a difficult situation. Power wise, yeah, like the power dynamic.
Yeah, definitely. And you feeling like, did you almost feel like you were small in that situation, like under her?
Yeah, that would be a good way to describe it, yes.
Okay. And what's going on in your current internship? Are you liking it?
Yeah, I really enjoy it. It's a lot better situation than my undergrad, and my supervisor's always welcoming. Like, I can text her, like, if I have anything going on with clients, and she'll answer me right away, or she'll be like, call me, like, we can talk about it. So even, I know her plate is like so busy, but she always makes the time for me, even if it's twice a week. You know, it's just not that like once weekly supervision that's mandatory, like it's all the time that she's there. So it's a lot different.
That's good. And so your main problem right now is juggling schoolwork and family more than your internship?
Yeah, I would say that. Yeah, and the idea of trying to be like perfect.
Right. And so what would it look like after you're done with the master's program? Like, can you visualize what that perfect place would look like for you, where you're an employee and you're doing great and you're still here in Houston working for your internship? Where are you at again?
DePelchin.
At DePelchin. Yeah. That you're a great employee for DePelchin, you're up for a promotion maybe even, you're doing well, your clients love you. Like, can you picture that for me?
Yeah, I can picture it, yeah.
And what does that feel like?
It feels amazing. It feels like, you know, I've reached my goals in my professional life, and I would really like to kind of see where my personal life was at that point, because I feel like there's a lot of opportunities once I kind of get that professional life kind of solid and like taken care of.
So you feel like once that part's out of the way, then your personal life will hopefully follow suit.
Yes.
And be good.
Yes.
Okay.
More
and what
focused,
does that look like?
Yeah. I would say hopefully, you know, in my own place and with my dog. I love my dog. And maybe a significant other. I'm not sure about that yet. But definitely having my own like apartment, or even like a townhouse if I can afford it, and with my dog, and making sure I visit my parents often.
Okay. And why do you feel like you want your own place? Like, you want to get out of, like, you want your own space?
Well, really, I've lived with my parents my whole life, so I haven't experienced that independence. And I think like that's a skill like I really need to focus on building, especially now that I'm older and I'm going to be working as a professional. I need that personal independence as well.
Yeah, definitely. Well, and I feel like, I think you could get that personal independence before even moving out of their house. I think it's pretty symbolic to move out, of course, but that you could gain that within. I mean, you're here, you're doing a master's program all on your own, you're doing an internship that no one's making you come to these things, but you're doing it on your own independently. But I understand that, of course, you want to make those steps once you get to that point. And are your parents supportive? Are they excited for you through all of this? Like,
they're very supportive about the master's program and the internship, and they even support me trying to pursue a career in my agency right now. My mom is going to be like devastated when I move out, because I'm the only one living there right now. So it'll just be her and my dad whenever I leave. But I told her, like, I'll never be far away. My dad's pretty supportive of me wanting to move out kind of when I get my career settled. And he makes jokes like, at least you're not paying rent, and you know, I'll kick you out if you stay longer. But I know he would want me to stay if I could.
Right, definitely. Okay, well, to end our session, it seems like we've kind of understood what the problem is, and that you're looking for that independence and you want that next step and to have everything set. Can I just have you visualize like that perfect life? Like, just close your eyes for 10 seconds and like think about what that looks like. If it looks like a nice apartment, some room for your dog to run around, you have that great job, you're doing well, you're not struggling to make ends meet, you like your clients, everything's going well. And to just like, once you come back to me, like, tell me how that makes you feel.
really excited for the future. Like really looking forward to that happening.
Awesome. Well, okay. Well, I think that's all for today, and then we will talk next week.
All right, thank you.
That was so awkward.